Good evening, everyone. This thing's working right? All right. I'm Ryan. I am Jim's best man. And really, before we get started tonight, I'd like to raise a toast to myself, the guy who has control over the next few minutes that the bride didn't plan. So hopefully I don't mess this up. Hopefully she doesn't get mad at me. But hey, I've known Jim for 32 years. We went to school together from first grade on up. Once we got to high school, we worked our first job together, and we learned a lot about how to make it look like we were busy but still get paid. We don't do that anymore. But now that we've grown up a little bit and we've got our own family and our own kids, those kids are now going to the same schools that we went. So I've known Jim for a long time, and I can guarantee that he has made the right choice, and I'm sure that she's made the right choice, and I can't wait to see where they go in their marriage. So, personal story, a little bit about how Jim and I met. It was first grade. It was a typical day. You come to school, you're excited, you don't know who you're going to meet, and you're always checking out what the kids are wearing and what their interests are. And I noticed Jim was wearing some light up Power Ranger shoes, and I could not for the life of me stop looking at him. I had to get me a pair. My mom said no, of course, but we struck it off. We started talking about our favorite show. We pretended we were Power Rangers. We'd fight each other at lunch break or at recess, sometimes a little too much, but it definitely formed a bond at a young age, and from that point we were pretty much inseparable. And then how I met Lori, she was kind enough to invite me to an after work party. She said she wanted to meet me since Jim and I have known each other for so long. So I went over there. It was a pretty good time, actually. I didn't know that accountants could get so wild. Maybe it's because they're good with their money and they had a good bar. But there was some dancing that was had, a lot of drinks. Not sure I remember too much after we left the party, but it was a good time. And I could just tell from my first impressions with her that she's super smart, super witty, a really good match for Jim and his dry wit, dry humor. They're like a little bit of a yin and yang. So I know that they're going to be great together. I can't wait to see how far they go. I just want to say congratulations on this milestone to you two. You guys are definitely meant to be. Lori, thanks for taking his kids into the family and being the mom. I know it's a tough situation to get into. So if everyone can let's go ahead and close this up. I don't want to be here taking your time and keeping you from your food. So let's raise our glasses to Jim and Lori. Thank you guys. To Jim and Lori's parents and family, thank you for allowing all of us to celebrate with you. And I just want to end with, I'm extremely proud of you, Jim. You've come a long way. Thank you for letting me be your best man. To your kids, I love you guys. Hopefully we don't make an ass of ourselves tonight. So